Good evening, everyone. I just saw you this morning, but we're back with a Kickstart This. What we do on these is whenever we find a Kickstarter that we really want to endorse and to get you to get behind, we have the creators on so that we can talk to them, find out more about it. And tonight's a really special one because not only is it Sacramento based, but it is yours and mine, one of our favorite Sacramento creatives. Welcome, Jen Monson, to Kickstart This. Or goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. We're done. Shortest interview ever.
That was an awesome introduction. Thank you.
Of course, and everyone you will know Jen Monson, of course, not only from videos like this that we've done over the pandemic, but from our art wall, from Free Comic Book Day, Creative Women. God, you've done holiday events with us. So just and she did paint night with us for like a year and a half, which was great. That was so much fun. And as you may know as well, Jen, she's a bit of a creative and she has been doing some things here a little bit. Yeah. She branches out a lot. You'll know her most notably for the koi ponds because those really stand out. She has just finished a children's book. She has her TikTok and Instagram where she takes requests for these whaleables. And God, Jen, you don't even need to talk. I'm just going to talk for 15 minutes about you. And then just tell them to go to the Kickstarter. So, Jen, tell us what we're here for today.
I am finally I'm doing my very first Kickstarter, and I wanted to compile my whale art, my AdoreWhalebles. So it's kind of like saying adorable, but AdoreWhaleable. I wanted to be able to combine them into a book so that people could just get the one book and be able to flip through the pictures of the whales and have like a whole bunch of them. And I've been having people like tell me that they would love to buy the art prints, but they want to buy everything and they can't afford to buy it all. So please make a book. So I'm finally doing that.
So here we are. Do you have any of these AdoreWhalebles to show?
I've got some behind me, but they're kind of far away I've got like, here's one I did.
Now tell us first things first, what made you start doing the whales?
With Inktober last year, I had done this chibi whale that I just absolutely loved it. Thought it was the cutest thing. And then at one point in time this year, I don't even know what month it was. I don't know how long I've been doing this. COVID has things all mishmashed. But I was like feeling kind of sad, down, feeling like my art wasn't doing very well. So I felt like I needed to do something adorable, something cute. And then I remembered this whale and that I had done in the chibi style. And so I was like, I wonder what that would look like as like a strawberry. Because I've seen people on TikTok and stuff. There's one gal on TikTok who does jellyfish, and she takes requests from people to do the jellyfish in the colors of different things, different fruits and stuff. So I did a couple of these whales as one is a strawberry, one wearing like a top hat and bow tie. And when I posted them on TikTok, like it blew up. People just started going insane and started giving me all these requests of, this is what I want. And so it's just like, I haven't stopped since.
Well, this is the kind of people going insane that I actually appreciate. So thank you for bringing a positive spin. You can see some of them there, of course, but you also, you take requests from people, correct?
Yes, I do. And so pretty much all of the whales that you see me post are have been requested, are requests from people. I do a couple of them just for my own self, and ideas that I want to do, but most of them are ones that other people have suggested. And so I love when I then go post that on TikTok, and the person, and I tag the person who suggested it, and they just get all excited seeing their idea, their suggestion come to life.
Well, can I ask you a question? Have you done a whale/pug?
Yeah. In fact,
I've got one right here.
Yes, you do have that one.
There we go. Look at that. Now that'll give you a good idea of what we're talking here. That is beautiful. And the book is going to be just filled with these. You called it what? A motley assortment, I believe?
A motley collection of humpbacks. My husband, Greg, helped me because I was trying to think of, I can't just call them AdoreWhalebles. They have to have like a little catchphrase too. And so my husband was helping me come up. We were going through looking at, words that matched, like a mess or like a whole bunch, a menagerie. We're trying to come up with all these words. And when we came across motley and we read what motley means, it's like, that is totally what my whales are.
And it's perfect too, because you think of like a ship full of like pirates or whatever, and they're motley, they're on the sea. So I think it has multiple ways of working.
Motley is a creative thing, and is just a whole bunch of different things mashed together. Oh yeah, that's the word. We're looking for other words for mashup, because mashup is the word that's most used with my whales right now, is me mashing them up. And well, when I was going to show off these, this is my most popular one right now. Let's see, is my camera gonna? Woo, I don't know. But this one I posted on TikTok a couple days ago, and people are still liking it and commenting on it, so what surprised me is I posted one today that was a Harry Potter whale, and that one, the flower crown whale, is doing better than the Harry Potter whale.
Okay. You never know. You don't know. Now on the Kickstarter, what can they expect to find? Because you've got the book. I assume it's obviously in the same square format. What's the size that we're going to expect from the book?
Oh, there it is. Yes. So it's going to be.
Oh, that's it, literally right there.
Yes, it's going to be. This is my foam core mock-up that I made to help give me an idea. And so it's going to be 8x8, so about this size, which is actually kind of big. And it's going to have 20 pages front and back inside of it. So about 40 pages, which means I'm going to have about 35 to 38 whales.
Perfect.
In it. And I'm making it spiral bound. It'll either be spiral bound or like ring bound, because I want to make it so that you can flip it open. And, like, oh, this is my favorite whale. I'm going to flip this open and then just sit it on my shelf like that.
That's a neat idea, actually.
Yes. So I thought that would be a good way to do the binding on it. That'll be easier.
No, I like that, actually. I was listening to you and I'm like, okay, where's she going with this spiral bound? And then I was like, oh, that actually makes sense. Because I could just put it on my shelf or put it on my desk. And
each day you can flip it, have it on a different whale, and however you're feeling that day. I do plan on, so I want this to be the first in a series. And so most of the whales that I'm picking out for this first book are whales that are based on plants and foods. All right. Some of my other earlier ones that I had done. But I want each book to be like, kind of like the whales are grouped together. They go together, Yeah,
no, that makes perfect sense.
And even though I'm still I'm putting in this book, I think there's going to be 5 or 6 that are plants whales, but I'm going to be in the future still be doing more plant whales. So they're going to have to go into a future book. But
okay, nope, that makes sense. So on the Kickstarter, which of course everyone, you can go to that website that has been popping up, and you'll find a link to her Kickstarter.
And if you go on to Kickstarter, you can either like look for where I've posted the link, or I think the link is on this video. But you could also go to Kickstarter and type in AdoreWhalebles, and it'll take you to my Kickstarter. I tested it and it worked.
Can you also type in genuine art, or will that not go? So the Kickstarter just went live on, and there we go. Thank you, Ronnie. The Kickstarter just went live on Monday. It's going to be going for a little while here, but you don't want to wait because the holiday seasons are coming. We're getting there already. I was just reading about how everybody's pushing to start shopping for the holiday seasons now, especially with shipping being the way it is and with the post office being an absolute mess. So you do not want to wait. You want to make sure you get in, and you want to make sure that you give it the support so that when it reaches its goal, Jen will have time to start thinking about ways to enhance that and to bring it up. So
yes, I plan on, so I have this so that it will finish in time. It'll get funded and finish in time to where I can get the books printed and get them out to people in time for Christmas.
That's perfect. See, and that's why you wanted to start now, so you can make sure that you do that. Now, as we stand, you've got the book. Is there any other things that you're offering with your Kickstarter as well?
With my rewards, you get the book, and with the books that I that are going to be on the Kickstarter, I'm going to sign my signature with a gold marker.
Ooh,
and you'll know that,
fancy.
Not real gold though. I actually looked for I couldn't find one. But you'll know that any book that they got from Kickstarter, from my Kickstarter, has a gold signature in it. And I also have art prints, these little 4x4 art prints. I don't even know, everything's reversed. And you'll know that they're from my Kickstarter because they'll either be have a gold square around them border or a silver border around them. And those art prints came specifically from this Kickstarter. Any other art prints, like if I sell this one at a show or something, it's not going to have that border. This one is just to show you. And I have these metallic-y ones too. If my lighting will let me show that they've got kind of a...
Definitely see the gloss.
Yeah, they have an extra metallic-y gloss to them. And so some of my Kickstarter rewards have that. And I didn't make an example, but with the stickers, so here's some of my food whales. With the stickers that are going to be with rewards for the Kickstarter, I'm also going to put a border around them, like a gold or a silver border, depending on which reward tier you get. And you know that that sticker came from this Kickstarter.
That's excellent. Now, are you going to have time? What's that?
Look at how big these stickers are. And I made these. I didn't order out for these. I made these with my Cricut machine and stuff. So
now you also have a retailer incentive.
I do. For retailers, there is a reward tier where you can get 3 books and get them at like a retail, a wholesale price. And so that you can have those for your shop. So if there's any other, businesses, California, Sacramento businesses here watching, or something.
Or if you're watching and you know a business where it might work well, her book would work extremely well in some of those boutique type shops.
I happen to know Ben is probably, he hasn't got the reward tier yet, but I happen to know that Ben will have some in his store.
We will have some in there. Yes, I will. But again, recommend it to any stores you know. I've seen plenty of little kitschy stores, like little places where they've got a huge selection of kids' books or other things that these would fit perfectly in with. So please let any store know that you think might enjoy it. Now, I know you're probably way too busy, but are there any original art offerings with yours?
Not with the Kickstarter. I was going to do original art with it, But then I discovered, after I had already planned out all of the tiers, and knew exactly what they're going to do, I didn't have any original art. Actually, I will. With one of the tiers, I will do a rough sketch of a whale with what you have, with your suggestion. So like if you suggest mushrooms, then part of your reward will be doing like a little 3-inch whale adorable rough sketch of the whale with mushrooms.
Okay. So there's a lot of things to look at. And again, this makes a big holiday gift for someone you know. I imagine children would really love to dig through that too. They can make up their own stories about everything.
I plan on, I've been looking for adorable, see, that's why I called them AdoreWhalebles, because people were just saying adorable so much when they'd look at them. But I've been looking for quotes to put in with the book that will go perfect with the whales, or just go perfect with if you need a little pick-me-up or something, and to make that, man, I'm actually tearing up right now thinking about it, because it makes me so happy to think about doing this.
That is great. That is awesome.
To do something like having these quotes and having this art and getting it out there so that somebody can have it in their hand and enjoy it it's like, I don't know, it's.
No, I completely understand. And the art alone is personal to you. But if there was a quote to go with some of them, then that's just it's even a little more of you in each page.
I feel like with the originals, whenever somebody buys one of these, the original one, I feel like they're adopting it. You are adopting this whale from me. And I like to give them little names so that they have their individuality. And in fact, one of my reward tiers is that you will get to name one of the whales in the book. And in the book, I will put what you named it and your name that you named that whale. Because that's another thing that's a big deal to me.
Okay, nice. So you've got a lot planned, and we're literally only 2 days in, so there's tons of time to jump on. You're going to want to go check her out on TikTok and on Instagram. Check out the website. You can find a link to her Kickstarter there, as well as in the show notes. And that, again, that's what it's going to be right there that you guys are looking for. Great gift for kids, for art lovers. Of course, shops like mine will have it in there. So please, please, please take a peek. Throw some support to a local talented creator. And Jen, you will actually be on the art wall here for the holidays with Christine Baylog coming up in a couple weeks.
Yes, I plan on having some of my original art, whale art, on the wall next month, definitely to help advertise this Kickstarter, and entice people. They can see what the original art looks like, and it's like, yes, I want some of this. And I plan to also have some of the art prints there too, and stuff.
Yeah, and we will, of course, have the information posted with it, so they can go to the Kickstarter immediately on their phone and just kick down right away. So everybody, please go check it out. See what she has. If you haven't followed her, check out some of her videos. They're really, really fun. I'm super happy with my little pug one. And of course, we will have them in the shop, but that's not an excuse to not support some local talent. Jen, thank you so much for joining us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have for the art wall. And of course, we'll be touching bases with you to see how things are going with your Kickstarter.
Thank you.
Of course.